Hey, back really check this.
What I believe the landlord wanted to happen through the ICE situation is they wanted to try to clean up the mess that they started, ignored, and left us in.
In September, ICE raided this building and arrested 37 residents. And last week, the city sent a notice to vacate by December 12th. But instead of dispersing, tenants are organizing.
There are disabled people in the building. There are people in wheelchairs in the building. How are they going to move if the elevators don't work?
They literally trapped in this building. There's a pool of water at the bottom of each stairwell, so we have to use a board from an empty apartment that's on the first floor just so we can walk on the board just to stop our feet from getting wet. I've never seen them do maintenance in the building. They never landscaped it around. I didn't even know what he looked like.
Sometimes you'll go on the portal after putting in a request and you notice that they've completed the request that you put in, but no one's come to your unit to fix the problem or anything.
I noticed that the whole power was out. As you can see, I got no food I got food in the fridge.
Has the food gotten bad?
Yes, food going bad.
No elevator, no heat, garbage everywhere.
Tenants describe the ICE raid as part of a larger pattern of safety violations and harassment by the absentee landlord.
I have seen at times that maintenance has tried to force out some of the migrants, like physically force them out of their units.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. They had a helicopter over the building and they had let all the guards off the building and they was manned with weapons. One of them had a sniper rifle and they started raiding the buildings, started kicking on doors. President Trump was trying to use them as a way of saying that they're the reason why everything is going up, and that's not true. That's not true.
Tenants suspect the landlord hoped the raid would make them flee, but instead they formed a union to demand the city make this right.
The man that Mayor Brandon Johnson and Government J.B. Pritzker and Freeman make sure that we have working lights, hallway, elevator, heat, electricity in this building, that we at least get 60 days to move out, $7,500 as relocation funds.
We do not want them to come in talking to us individually. They're going around and telling different people different things. And that's exactly why we want to come to them as a union together.
December 12th, that's not even 2 weeks away. That's no time to move.
I learned though that if we stick together, anything is possible. You know, our goal is to not have the tenants that are left in this building thrown out on the street in the middle of winter. We want the resources that we were told that we would get. So we are calling out and we're going to unify and stick together until we come to a common goal.
Family, the comments have been wild this week. Crazy. We posted a video about exit strategy, and some folks lost their damn minds.
We got called everything, y'all. From spooks to fear mongering and scared to black KKK. And
Jigaboo.
right. And the question tonight is simple.
What is our message about options trigger so much fear in other Black folks?
Why does our message about options trigger so much fear in FBAs? Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. And I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Hey, y'all, my name's Halisi.
And I'm Rick. Welcome to Our Black Utopia.
On our channel, we do talk about money. We also talk about travel. We talk about life abroad, right? We help folks who look like us, right? Black folks who are getting close to retirement age and forgot to plan. We help you get your money straight so that you can retire on time or maybe even early.
Early is a good thing.
Maybe even abroad.
Abroad is even better.
All right, sweetheart. What are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about, we just asked the question, why this message that we put out triggered so many FBAs and why it matters for your safety. So we've lived abroad for a few years and we've looked at every great migration in Black history.
Okay. And we believe, and we've been saying this for the past 3.5 years, that we are in the midst of the next great migration, the next exodus of Black folks. But we are not moving from the north to the south or from the south to the north. No, we're moving the hell out of that KKK hellhole called America. That's what we're doing. We've seen what happens when Black Americans are the only group with no plan B. All of you FBAs who are not also Pan-Africans, did you see the video we just showed? Because I don't think the people were checking to see who were foundational Black Americans in that building and who were others. No, I don't think they were doing that.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
But all right, so we do this work. We do this work because we care about our safety, our money, our future. That's why we do this. We don't do this for the clicks or the likes or the anything like that, because if that were the case, baby, I can make a lot more money doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So your future and our future will be based upon not having misinformation nor fear. All right. We don't believe in fear-based attacks. Stop. Right. And we're not going to stop teaching a strategy to getting out of Dodge. We're not going to do that. All right. So love you. Miss me with that. All right. What else we got going on?
So tonight we're going to be covering 3 things.
What these comments really tell us about the state of Black America. Oh, we've got some comments for you.
Mm-hmm. Why exit strategy triggers fear and why that fear is not a strategy.
Fear is not a strategy, y'all. Why plan B is not abandonment. It's survival. Okay? All right, we got a trivia question for you. All right. What % of Americans have lived outside of the country at least once in their lives? At least once, all right? A, 3%, B, 9%, C, 15%. Ooh, those are low numbers.
Those are low numbers.
3%, 9%, or 15%. Let us know if you're watching from the future. Hey.
Hey.
I hope the future is better than today, y'all. I hope the future is better than today because, 2025 has been something else.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, D.
You got a D.
I got a D. I'm sorry. All right. 3%, 9%, 15%, D, 28%. All right. We'll answer at the bottom of the show. All right. And today is Thursday. What does that mean? It's a Thursday short, and we may be having some legends, some utopian legends joining us. All right. So if you are a member of this channel, you don't have to pay nothing to be a subscriber to this channel. Y'all know that, right? You can subscribe. You can subscribe right now. But if you want to show some extra support, you can become a paid member. Our members have access to us behind the scenes every single Sunday. And then every other Thursday, our legends have access to us
to be on the show,
on air as well. All right. So we'll see if anybody shows up backstage. Legends, go ahead and look in the YouTube posts, and you will see the link to get backstage. All right, let's keep it going. All right. So what do these comments really reveal, y'all? What do these comments really reveal? All right. So, all right. What comment do we want to show first? This one?
Either one.
All right.
There are no specific order.
All right. Let's see what we got going here. Let's put this one up first. Okay. So let's see what this says.
You can turn that off up there too.
How do I like that? Okay. I'm Black American, FBA, and I'm with Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. How's that working out for you, babies? How is that working out for you? Like, this was just a day ago. This person, this EVTOBE 6709 or whatever, is still with Trump. Get them out of here. Those folks coming into our country mean us no good. They have proven it. Yeah, like Trump's grandfather, like Elon Muskrat. Like the elongated muskrat. Is that who you're talking about? Oh. You're talking about Peter Thiel, who's from South Africa. But is that who you're talking about? They're not good for us. They have their own little groups and they disassociate themselves with us in order to please the white man. They are the white man, baby. We're talking about Peter Thiel. We're talking about the elongated muskrat. That's what we're talking about. All right. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. TVTOBE 6706. With his lies about us in order to keep us separated. That part's right. That part's right. We have always welcomed people with our same skin in our country, but now our eyes are open to you, meaning us. I don't know who they talking about. No good. And we go along with Trump. Get out of here.
That is scary.
We built this country. That's true. The reason y'all are all trying to fly into America is due to our slavery and making it, as you call, the land of milk and honey. But as I said, get out of here. You are very ignorant people, very selfish people, but we are God's people and we had nothing but love for you in the beginning, but we are not fools.
As I said,
are you a fool or not? The jury's out. The jury is out.
As I said, you mean us no good.
That means every single immigrant, this is what this person is saying, every single immigrant who has come to America, I don't know, in the last 50 years since the 60s, because we know POCs were not allowed to immigrate to America prior to the Civil Rights Amendment, right? And all of that, right? We know that. We know we let the Chinese in and the Japanese in for specific reasons. But by and large, POCs were not allowed to come in, much less people from other African or Caribbean countries. All right, what else does this fool say? All right, you mean us no good. You were only used by the white man as his puppet weapon to take what really belongs to us. But now you got to go.
You got to go.
God does not like ugly. That part's true. That's why he is dooming your stay here in America.
Wow. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Pray for this person, y'all. Pray for this person. Forrest Smith 3640 says, birthright citizenship exclusively for the children. Was exclusively for the children of slaves of the U.S. And he cites the amendment, or she cites the amendment.
The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment.
That means FBAs.
Only. All the other rhetoric is lies.
That means FBAs only. So, okay. So the only people who have birthright citizenship rights are we folks who are the descendant of slaves. So that means that the president's son, who was born when his mama was not an American, is not a effing citizen of the United States, according to FBAs. You might want to watch what you hope for. You might want to watch what you hope for.
Okay.
Your podcast and you, wait.
Your podcast.
The other is lies. Your podcast, I guess it's a podcast. And you are the spooks. We're the spooks.
Jigaboos.
And we're jigaboos. Is that how you spell jigaboos?
I don't know.
We jigaboos, y'all. We FBAs don't scare like you civil rights coons. Oh, we are civil rights coons. My mom, my dad, who bled for your right to even say this shit, is a coon. Let me get this straight. The man who helped roll out Kwanzaa, my dad, is a coon. The man who started the civil rights movement in San Diego, who was the chair of the US organization of San Diego, who was on COINTELPRO's list, is a coon. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Mr. Forrest Smith 3640. Mm,
Mm.
All right. Gotcha.
Okay. Calvin Weaver 3634. He wrote, okay, run over to Africa and you get robbed.
And you robbed them
And you robbed them
about
their money.
Okay, stop. Okay, first of all, if you have not read a book, if you do not know how to speak English, you probably do not want to respond because we will call you out. See, people who are not learned, people who have not read a book, people who do not know their history, I can't even have a conversation with you because you're not intelligent enough to have a conversation. You need to shut up and listen. That's what you need to do. Continue on.
Where we at? Oh,
Oops.
yeah, you took it off. There you go. Okay. Are they going to rob you of your buddy, foundational Black Americans? Will be here waiting for you to come back home.
First of all, I did my DNA. There is not one drop of indigenous American blood in me. Not one drop. I am not indigenous to North America. I am indigenous to the people who founded human race. I am indigenous to Africa, proudly. How about you? I'm part of the original people. Everybody else is a derivative of us. See, we are the moms and dads of human civilization. Anybody else is a derivative. That is science. That is fact. That is undisputable. FBAs. You FBAs who do not want to claim the continent. I know that there's some people who call themselves FBAs who all also claim the continent. I ain't talking to you. Y'all good. I even claim that. Yes, I'm a Black American and I'm an African American as well.
Okay, continue on. We're not going to do like y'all do. Get scared. Don't fight for your people. Don't fight for your land.
We so-called foundation of Black America's beast, Black America's beast, stand up to our problems and our, I don't know, whatever else he said. Did you not?
No,
Okay, whatever. Y'all. We gonna read some more. We are going to.
We got a couple more.
But we.
And these are the lighter ones, y'all. Some of them we could not put up on screen. You wouldn't believe it.
These comments are not about us, y'all. I mean, it's so funny. It is so tragically funny that there are so many Black people in America, those who are first and second generation Black folks, whose mama and daddies or grandparents were born on the continent, right? And we who are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 generations American, but come from the continent as well. Y'all, it does not make sense. It does not make sense. These comments, and we're going to read some more, but these comments are not about Rick and Halisi. These comments are not about the utopians. These comments are about a colonized mind. These comments are about fear, political confusion, all right, and a feeling of being left behind.
Yeah.
That's what they're about.
Yeah. So when people feel trapped, they mock anyone who chooses freedom. The patterns we saw this week.
False nationalism. We built this country, so we must die here. Really? Okay. So the people who say We built this country, so we must die here, are the same people who are telling an abused spouse to stay in the relationship. You built that relationship, right? You guys been married for 10 years. Yeah, but he's been beating my ass for 10 years too. So you are the people who tell the spouse to stay in that abused relationship because it might work out in the end. In the end, you might get some kind of inheritance. In the end, if you live, you might get some recompense.
If you live.
If you live. Would you tell your best friend to stay in a relationship when her husband is beating the shit out of her? Oh, no? Then why are you telling us to remain in a relationship when the country of our birth is beating the shit out of us? Why? What, do you just like suffering? Is that what it is? I don't get it. Because you guys act like, oh, I know what they act like. They act like prisoners with Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome.
That's what they act like. That's what they act like. And what's more, do you have the quote from the 30s?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I'll tell you, okay? All you FBAs who are saying we're fear mongering. Let me see what else we're saying. What else are we saying? What else are we saying? We're saying, get the fuck out of here. Arthur Coates, or Coates, however you pronounce his last name, is saying, get the fuck out of here.
Playing the race card.
We're playing the race card. Black Americans and white Americans will not be deported. No, we won't be deported. We will be enslaved. You stupid mother. What do you think they're building all those detention camps for? You stupid.
Yeah. They're not going to.
Who's going to pick the MFing food? You stupid. We the black KKK. You, my dear Arthur, you're a Kevin. You're a Kevin. That's what you are.
No,
right?
he's a Stephen.
Oh, Stephen. That's right. I don't know why I keep saying Kevin. I'm sorry, all you Kevins out there. I'm sorry, all you Stevens out there. I'm sorry, all you Karens out there.
She's referring to the character on Django. Stephen.
And we're also talking about Stephen A. Smith. Let's just throw him in there too. Because he's a stupid motherfucker too. I said it. And I meant what I said. I meant what I said. Oh. I don't know what I did.
What happened? What did you...
I don't know what I did. Get us back in here. Get us back in here. I don't know what I did.
I don't either. Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That was weird.
Yeah, our screen just closed down.
It just went away.
All right. You two Negroes, that's us. We're the two Negroes, are lying Democrats. I'm not a member of the Democratic Party, y'all. So trying to get some butter biscuits. Stop the scare tactics. It will not work. Barbara Gray, 7D. Baby, you ain't got to listen to us.
No, you don't.
You do not have to listen to us. Okay? You don't have to listen to these two Negroes. You can just, but no, you wanted to stop and make sure that we knew that you thought that we were lying. What are we lying about? Tell us what we said specifically. See, that's the thing. Tell us what we said specifically that was untrue. Because all we did last week was tell you about the fact that an immigrant put forth legislation in the United States Senate to stop other folks from having dual citizenship, even though he's got it. He don't want nobody else to have it, right? So that's one thing that we talked about. The other thing that we talked about, what else did we talk about last week? We talked about that. We talked about the Somalis, right?
Yes.
And how you look a little Somali to me. And we just saw the video of all of those Black people, all of those FBAs getting picked up detained and taken out of their homes, living in squalid situations there in Chicago. We got the system coming against them saying they got 10 days to move because the place is effed up now because of ICE. It was probably effed up before, but it's more effed up now. Nobody got arrested and sentenced from that raid. No one. FBAs. But I do know that a lot of FBAs got detained, got locked up, got hog-tied, and everything else because of the president that you all support. But we're the Negroes. We are the lying Democrats. Look it up, baby. I'm not a registered Democrat.
We're the jigaboos.
We're the jigaboos. Laughs.
Okay.
But certainly not least.
This is from at Great Blackness 3449. And they wrote, most of us are prepared to fight if we have to.
Oh, you have to.
You're going to have to.
You're going to have to. All right. So prepare. And so prepare. And we will watch you and cheer you on from the beach here in Europe.
We are FBAs, so we ain't going nowhere. You can take your scary ass with disease to Africa, but we are home.
Okay. Got it.
You do you.
You do you, boo. You do you. And in the meantime, we will be living our best lives outside of a AMERIKKKKKA. That's what we will do. How about you? All right. Now, let me remind you, for those of you who don't read books, there is a book called On Tyranny by Timothy Snyder. I read that about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, before the pandemic, right? Like, oh no, about 6, 7 years ago now. Yeah. It's called On Tyranny, 20 Lessons from the 20th Century. Did you read it? Oh, no, you didn't read it. FBAs, you didn't read it, did you? Because if you did, you'd know better. It's interesting because what he says, Timothy Snyder, who also is one of the leaders, one of the academic leaders and scholars on fascist regimes who, ran from the United States as soon as the melon felon got elected with his wife. And the other professor from Harvard did the same thing. They're now in Canada. Yeah, they don't want to live in America. And they're white. And they're white. But he writes that during the 1930s, there were leading Jewish newspapers who said, and I'm paraphrasing, that we do not have to worry about what Hitler will do now that he has been elevated to prime minister or whatever.
I think they called him Mr. Hitler.
They might have.
They called him Mr. Hitler.
We don't have to worry because there are checks and balances that will keep all of that in check. How did that work out? Because y'all sounded like the same people who were writing those opinion pieces in the Jewish newspapers of the 1930s. How did that work out? Read a book. Read a book. For crying out loud. One of the greatest mistakes we ever made was desegregation. Because it was never full integration.
No, it wasn't.
It was just desegregation. And we let people who do not like us teach our children. And therefore, they don't know shit. And because I went to Saturday school, see, I grew up in the generation where we celebrated Pan-Africanism. I grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. I grew up going to Saturday school and learning about ancient African history, the real history, and African American history. I'm just saying.
Let's move on.
Let's move on because the backlash is real. The backlash is real, y'all. And I'm trying not to get pissed off. I'm trying not to get pissed off. But the problem is, I'm not doing too good of a job, am I?
You're getting pissed off.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really trying. All right. We're going to catch up. Here we go. False nationalism. We built this country, so we must die here.
That's internalized abuse, loyalty.
Right. This is our country, even if it's killing us. Those are fruit of the slavery tree talking points. Okay, those are melon felon talking points wrapped up in black skin and religious shaming. God don't like ugly. Get out. Really? FBA versus everyone else. How has that worked out for us? You guys are, look, just because we leave the United States does not mean we don't vote. Just because we left the United States means I'm not going to get slapped and kicked around while I fight you, right? It's the abused spouse has now taken the spouse to court, okay? We're taking America to court. That's what we're doing. We're getting out of harm's way and we're taking it to court. Just because we get out of harm's way does not mean that we are not going to fight. Does not mean that if reparations were ever going to happen, that we are not entitled. And why are you what are you fighting for? Because America has never been anything to fight for. The idea of America, the idea that is written down, which the melon felon is trying to erase.
Totally disregards.
And disregards the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, right? That's an idea to fight for. But America has not even come close to that idea. Not even close. Not even close. And so you guys are fighting for some bullshit mythology. None of this is new.
I mean, yeah.
It happens every single time Black people start talking about options. Every single time. Why? Why does this happen?
Because many Black Americans can't imagine a future outside of suffering.
No. Stop. Many Black Americans, FBAs, cannot imagine a future without suffering. Because stay and fight sounds heroic, even if you have no MFing plan. Because some people see you leaving as a personal rejection.
Because global mobility has always threatened white supremacy.
Repeat that.
Because global mobility has always threatened white supremacy. And because anytime you talk about safety, people who benefit from chaos get angry
with the truth. They get angry with the truth. Leaving is not fear. Leaving is a strategy, y'all. Staying without options, that's fear. That's fear, all right? We're not telling anyone to leave tomorrow. That's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying at all, all right? That's not what we're saying. But don't be the only group.
With no backup plan.
In a country that has never, ever, ever protected you. All we're saying is have a backup plan, people. And y'all act like we're telling you to kill your firstborn son.
Yeah.
Why are you so invested in the notion that you are not from the African continent? What is that about? You might want to talk to a therapist about that, a Black therapist. You might want to, because every other community,
they got exit options.
Every other community that y'all talking SHIT about is sending money back home to make sure that they have options. But we have no home, right? That's right. So we need to leave. And then we can send money because, see, United States is over, y'all. Y'all know that, right? It's over. It's over. It is over. The only reason that the United States was in the position that it was in is for two reasons. Number one, slavery, unpaid labor. It's really easy to get rich when you don't have to pay the people making you rich. Number two, World War II. Europe, parts of Asia, North Africa, got the shit bombed out of them. The only place that did not was the United States, besides white, obviously. All right. So everything was decimated. And we were the only developed country with industry that was still standing. That's the only reason the United States became a powerhouse. The only reason. The only reason. And I bet you dollars to donuts, don't quote me on that. I ain't got facts to back this up. But I wouldn't be surprised if the nuclear bomb was developed by somebody who was a Nazi or who could have been, who escaped from World War I, Germany. I don't know. I got facts to back that. I have not looked that up, y'all. Seriously, I have not looked that up. So I cannot tell you for sure, but it would not surprise me. All right. All right. So we are the only ones that don't have an exit plan.
No.
Asian Americans,
Latino Americans,
European Americans,
even African immigrants keep ties to home.
Everyone but us. Black Americans are the only group, besides the indigenous, because they do have a home, the indigenous, right? We're the only group told, stay and suffer or you're a traitor. We're the only group told, stay and suffer
or you're a traitor.
Or you're a traitor. That mindset is not liberation. That mindset was built on fruit of the slavery tree to keep us trapped. Okay? That's what that was about. All right. It does not appear that we have any of our legends here today.
So they're listening.
They're listening. They're listening. And we have not seen any of the comments, y'all, because this is Thursday short, right? And because it's a Thursday short, we're going to keep it tight. We're going to do 12 days of Christmas, y'all, and we're going to start on Saturday. So tune in on Saturday. Here's the thing, family. The anger we saw this week is proof of our purpose. People feel threatened because they don't see options for themselves, but we're trying to give you options, people.
That's all we're trying to do.
We're trying to give you options. Why does the truth scare you so much? We are building a community of Black Americans who refuse to be trapped. Refuse.
A community that values safety, strategy, and global freedom.
That's right. And we will keep teaching exit strategies, FBAs. We're going to keep teaching exit strategies no matter who gets triggered, because liberation is not a location. It is a plan, people. It's a plan. All right. And so if you need help with your own plan, if you need help getting your money straight, we can help. All right. We offer one-on-one coaching. That information is in the description below. We also have Beyond the Bling, which is our financial freedom program for late bloomers like us. Everything that we learned to get from negative 22,000 to over 1.1 million in net worth is in that plan. Oh, for those of you who are new to our channel, yes, we went from negative 22,000 to over 1.1 million in net worth, right? We can teach you how to do the same thing. You do not have to be on the plantation forever, y'all. You do not, okay? You can wake up when you want to wake up. You can work when you want to work. That is a thing, and we can teach you how. We're going to be launching the next cohort of the Side Hustle Challenge in January. You want to make sure that you're on the waiting list. That information also is in the description below. And of course, if you want to come hang out with us in June, Juneteenth week is the week. Juneteenth week is the week that we have our meetup, our annual meetup. Okay. And so we just had 2 info sessions. We will probably have 1 or 2 more, but you want to make sure that you get in on the early bird pricing. I'm still negotiating with vendors. So, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Don't even worry about it.
You could probably go to comments.
Get that in description
Wrapping
below
things up.
as well. All right. So as we're wrapping things up, hey, we see you all. We see you all. All right. Trivia answer. Trivia answer. What did y'all say? What percentage? It was C. 15%. 15%. So who got it right? Let us know. If you got it right and you're watching from the future, let us know in the comments that you got it right. Okay. If you need a scholarship, every single donation that we get, every super thanks, every super chat, every super sticker, all of that money goes into our scholarship fund for Beyond the Bling. I will be looking today or tomorrow to see who is asking for a scholarship. We don't need a sob story. If you're a utopian, we know you have integrity. And so we're just going to assume that if you're asking, you cannot afford. Okay. And so that's for Beyond the Bling. Send us an email and just let us know. Put scholarship in the subject line so that we know what we're looking at. And this Saturday is the second Saturday, so that means we are meeting with our Financial Freedom Lab folks who are former cohorts of our Side Hustle Challenges, and we're also meeting with our Beyond the Bling folks this Saturday for group coaching. Okay. We are making moves. We are doing the things to make sure that financially we have choices. Most of those comments probably came from people who do not have financial choices. And so they must stay and fight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't have choices. I'm sorry that the choices that you made in the past do not allow for choices and opportunities
But
today.
you can always make decisions
today to change that
for
future you. That's what we want for you. We want future you to have choices. We want future you not to feel that you must stay and fight. And with that, we'll let you go. We love you all. We love you.
We will see them when? Saturday.
We'll see you on Saturday.
The 12 days of Christmas.
All right. Yeah, maybe we do Kwanzaa. Oh, no.
Or Kwanzaa.
We're going to see.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah, Kwanzaa starts kind of after Christmas. We'll see.
It starts after Christmas.
I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to do 12 days in a row. And we've already got all of the information set up for you. All right. So stay tuned and we'll let you know. We love y'all and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.